Hello, welcome to the VSSL Division 1 matchup of Esperion versus Virginia Dream. It's a cold evening. Is this the first match or the second match of the season? This is week 2? Okay, week 2. I believe Esperion's already played.
Yes, 1-0 loss to North Stars.
Oh yes, and I was on that game. Okay. Esperion trying to bounce back after a tight loss against North Stars. Virginia Dream trying to keep up the momentum after that big U.S. Open Cup win against the Richmond Kickers. They're playing a lot of their same guys, trying to keep that starting 11 together, trying to keep those guys warm. The likes of Jimmy Filerman, Tom Suchecki, who's a goal scorer on the night. Oh, Suheski, okay.
No, that's the Polish pronunciation.
Oh,
no
yes.
one would ever get that right the first time.
Yes, I should have known from my years of FIFA. Noah Murdaugh, another goal scorer, Nicholas Laculia.
It's going to be Lorenzo Herrera in goal.
And he's a youngster, right?
Yeah,
he's a
Lorenzo back in goal.
yeah. Every time I've seen him, he's quite impressive.
They can't hear me, so you can tell them on the mic.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm speaking to the commissioner, runner of everything, Mr. Noah Walker.
I'm going to be your man in the box, so I'll tell you who people are for the early parts of this
Okay.
one. So I can be like, oh yeah, that's a lot. So that way you don't have to look down at the roster
Yeah.
too much. I got you. So just in the beginning stage, just focus on filming. Just focus on the timer. Don't even worry about replays.
Yes.
But I'll be your man in the box helping out with, oh yeah, we got to go back. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just get ready. Go ahead, hit it now. Just play it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I know we're good.
And we've
I
kicked
don't-
off
don't
here.
worry about the roster. I got it.
All right.
That is Filerman.
Virginia Dream kicking off. Always nice possession based. They look to go over the top off the bat. Doesn't make its way through. Good start there for Esperion. Virginia Dream could have easily opened him up. That being said, Virginia Dream picks it back up. Out wide. Just stringing a few passes together. Back into Suheski. Esperion picked that up. It doesn't seem to come to anything. Virginia Dream regains possession. Suheski's going to go long into the midfield. Played back into Lorenzo Herrera. Slow start to the match for both sides, just easing into it. Suheski. Big goal he scored in the U.S. Open Cup. Ball in for Dream, but Esperion deal with it quite easily in the red kit tonight. Filerman on the ball. He also had a quite good game against the Kickers that night in Richmond. Out to the right-hand side for Dream. Building up with the fullback there. Good link up into Laculia. Dream thought they were fouled there, but the referee says play on. Esperion's going to pick that up.
Good response. Get the ball right back.
Dream, good response. Pick that right back up.
That's Juan Benavidez.
Juan Benavidez? Great name. Juan Benavidez there in the midfield.
It's Hawkins.
Oh, I've been calling Hawkins Suheski. Hawkins with the ball into Laculia. Almost a good control there with
So Husky's over there on number 4.
oh. Shot in for Dream. Blocked by the Esperion defender. Dream pick it back up in the box, top of the box. I believe that was Mike Akinkoya dispossessed there. Dream pick it right back up off of Esperion. They've done that a lot in this final third. On the right-hand side of the box. Played in. Top of the box. And it's going to be a foul on Dream.
Aspera Slavov is the one who gave away the foul.
Asperus.
Just call him AP.
AP.
Slavov. AP Slavov.
I've seen that name, Slavov.
Slavov, he's
C21?
yeah.
Short socks.
George Mason player, George Mason University. Really strong.
Can always respect somebody with the short socks. Ball in for Esperion. Drops right into the number 9. Great touch there. He turns. Strikes. Good block in there by Virginia Dream. They're going to look to spring here. Filerman.
You can say for the people coming late, Virginia Dream will be playing right to left wearing all black. Esperion playing left to right wearing all red.
For anybody who hasn't caught the opening to the game here, Virginia Dream's in the black kit coming from right to left here. And Esperion is in the red going from left to right. Virginia Dream with the counter here.
Amo.
Amo coming down the left side. Great strike down to the far post there. He can't quite squeeze that in. Speaking of people who've had a good game at that U.S. Open Cup, Amo had a very good game down that left-hand side. You know, it's always tough not having Angel Chavez, but Amo's definitely slipped in that position there.
That was great. That was your best call. They love the excitement. This is Yusuf Al-Risha in goal.
A lot of hard names tonight. Yusuf Al-Risha. Esperion have it on this close hand side. Ball in. Ball into no one. I believe it was into that number 14 there. Just miscommunication there on the ball and the run. But Harry Hawkins here on the ball. Into Mike Akinkoye. Into Benavidez. Akinkoye back into his center backs. Just holding the ball here, Dream. Trying to spring through at some point. Good switch there. Esperion picked that up in the midfield. Good interception off the long ball from Dream. Esperion linking up in the midfield. Number 10. They've got a lot of bodies around. Everybody's getting a touch. Number 8. Good strength there to fight off the Dream defenders. Ball in. Poor touch from the number 9 there. Slavov with the ball into Amo. Amo is offsides there, but good ideas from Slavov and Amo there. Ball in for Esperion after the offsides. Into his midfielder, but a poor touch. And Dream picks it back up. Mike Akinkoye over to Amo.
Luis Soria for Esperion. He was one of their best players all winter.
Okay, ball in into Laculia. Esperion's going to pick that. Slavov gets back into it. Into Laculia. Makes its way back to Mike Akinkoye on this close hand side. Amo tries to turn. Akinkoye. Dream's just going to reset here. Try to look for an opening. Benavidez, a little bit of miscommunication there with Ammo. Slavov links up with Laculia. Turns. Back into Laculia. Benavidez. Filerman. We've got a lot of bodies on this close side. Very fluid passing. Right hand side of the box. He's driving. Drives. He had it on the bounce there, so it was always going to rise, but it's a good idea for Dream going down that right hand side. Getting a man in behind. Yusuf Alriasa. Be a corner in professional games with these new rules. Trickles its way all the way through the midfield for Esperion. Ball into the final third. Lorenzo Herrera throws that in. Filerman linking up with Akinkoye. Looking for options. Benavidez. Balling down that right-hand side again, Laculia. He's got a man in the box. Looks up. Just held up by the Esperion defender. Don't know what the call is there. I think the defender just got a little too tight to Laculia there. Maybe nudged him a bit. The referee wasn't the biggest fan of that. Virginia Dream with a free kick on about the 25-yard line there. Ball in. Drops. And that's 1-0. I believe that's Harry Hawkins with the strike. Drops to him in the box, and it's a great strike with his left foot into the bottom corner.
You were right. You were right. I should have never doubted you.
I think it's because I got
You got noticed.
I got scarred because I was calling him Suheski.
Yeah. Great take.
Great finish. The center backs are in goal-scoring form for Virginia Dream. Off the restart here, Virginia Dream attacking once again. Drops into the midfield for Esperion. Start learning some of these names.
I'm about to leave the players to know for Esperion since they're not having as much. Oh, wait till the ball goes out. Sorry.
Ball is on that far side for Esperion.
Okay. So the players to know, Luis Soria is number 9. Luis Soria. And then number 10, Max Hernandez. And up top, number 14, Arfa Adeniham. And then the goalkeeper is Yusuf Alrisa. Those just seem to be the guys getting the most. You know what I mean? It's tough to look down every time.
Okay. Strike!
That was Luis Soria.
Luis Soria with a good strike there. Alright, well, I will see you later, Noah. Ammo into Harry Hawkins. Ammo turns. Finds Akinkoya, who finds Filerman. Filerman with the switch. Luis Soria. Good idea with that inward run. Looking for the man in behind, but Dream cut that out once again. Filerman. Ammo. Great ball down the line for Filerman to Ammo. Just a little too strong there. Luis Soria. Great challenge by Filerman there. Lakulia. Good strength. Slavov. Holds off very well. Keeps going. Plays out to his right-hand side. Ball in. Blocked by the first man for Esperion. It's going to come back out. Good block there by the Virginia Dream player there. Don't have a number or a name. Esperion with the throw-in. Slavov on it once again. Picks up, turns, holds his man off. Holds him off again. Dispossessed by Esperion. They try to work out of their own quarter there. They give it away. Benavidez, Filerman. Ammo sizes his man up. Goes inside. Akinkoye. Filerman. Good switch. Ball into the midfield. Esperion are gonna pounce on that. They're linking up here. Max Hernandez. Dreamer just pressing quite aggressively there. It's quite hard to break down for Esperion right now. Good driving from the center back. He's got nowhere to drive to. Throw in for Virginia Dream on that far side into Lorenzo Herrera. Switch for Filerman here with a ton of space. Ammo receives and turns. He's got Filerman in behind. Great challenge there by the Esperion defender. It's going to be a throw-in in and about the 18-yard box for Dream here. Akinkoye picks it up. The goal scorer, Akinkoye. Ammo. Just looking for a crack in this Esperion defense. Benavidez doesn't go for the switch. Hawkins. Esperion's been quite solid this match. Ball in behind. Good defending there by the Virginia Dream defender. Shield off the Esperion attacker there, number 14. Hawkins. Slavov. He's come quite deep there. Hawkins. Filerman with a big switch. Drops perfectly. Another ball played in, into the box. It's flicked on. 2-0. Oh, is that called back for offsides? Wow. Luis Soria. Filerman's going to pick that up easily. Akinkoye in the midfield. He's got a ball in behind there. Decides to go back into Benavidez. Benavidez into Slavov. Benavidez plays the ball in behind. Slavov into the box. Bouncing around the box. Filerman gets a touch on it. He's flicking it around. Can he get it? Can he strike? Into the top of the box. Esperion are defending quite valiantly here. And they survive. They get out. They're countering. Just going to hold it up for a moment there. No foul, but they keep possession. They're still going down that forehand side. Plays it in. Back out. And Dream picked that right back up. Benavidez. Hawkins with the switch. Akinkoye turns. Ammo. Beats his man. Driving. Beats his second man. Pushed out to the corner flag here. Good defending there. Filerman plays the ball in off the bounce. It's going to sail over there. Oh no, it was offside, so not 2-0. Ball in on the goal kick for Esperion here. Ooh. Might stop play for that one. Play has continued. Dream picked that up in the midfield. Poor pass into Esperion. Mike Hernandez is going to play that. I believe Max Hernandez. I'm a little late on that call. Sails over, but a little scary there for Virginia Dream. Ball in for Dream. Great ball into Soria. He plays it back in. Top of the box for Esperion. He turns. Almost great linking up there in the box for Esperion. Lorenzo Herrera is just going to come out a little too soon to pick that up right before the attacker. Got to watch some of those errant passes for Virginia Dream in this back line. Filerman. Ammo. He's got Filerman on the overlap for him. Slavov. Ball in behind for Benavides. Good defending there for Esperion. Playing out the back. Good one-touch, two-touch passing here. They go for the ball in behind. It's not quite there, but good defending and good process to get out their own back line there. Laculia. Yeah, he's in far too much space there. Looks like a second offsides goal there, though. Free kick off the offsides for Esperion here. Deep switch for Esperion. Great defending there for Dream to sniff that out. Yeah, played into a center back, Harry Hawkins. Ammo turns. Clogged up there in the midfield. Esperion looked to counterattack here. Strikes. It's blocked by Virginia. Dream keeps going. Almost a very good chance there for Esperion. Caught me in my words. But it will be a corner. Ball in for Esperion. Back post. Good head out by Harry Hawkins, it looked. Esperion down their left-hand side again. Ball back into the box. Another good head by Harry Hawkins. Laculia is going to pick this up and turn in the midfield. He's going to just hold it up for a second. Vary his options. He's going to play it into the midfield, into Slavov. Errant pass for Dream on that right-hand side, and Esperion are going to pick this right back up. Max Hernandez. Good pickup there by Slavov. He turns. Filerman. Akinkoye. Filerman. Ball in behind to Laculia. Esperion have dealt with those balls behind quite well tonight. Better than the Richmond Kickers. Samo picks that up. Not Samo. Ammo picks that up. And drive to the opposite wing. He's got options. Plays it in behind. Another offsides there for Virginia Dream. What round is this? This is game week 2 of the VSSL. Luis Soria down this right-hand side. Links up great with his striker there. He keeps going. And around another. And he comes back inside, and he's crunched there by number 5 for Virginia Dream. Let's get a name there. Number 5 for, that is, he had a fantastic U.S. Open Cup match. I believe, if that's him, Ganoa Kosehaya. I'm a little behind on that free kick, apologies. Ammo. Akinkoye. Filerman. Another ball into Laculia. Keeper comes all the way out. He's in no man's land. Can Laculia catch him? And it's another offsides, it looks like. I was a little behind that. Trust the referee's decision making, but it's been quite a lot of offsides so far for Virginia Dream. Need to work that out before that U.S. Open Cup match. Filerman. Slavov turns. Akinkoye sniffed out by Esperion. They win the ball in the midfield. Counterattack. About a 3-on-4 there. Tries to play the ball in there, but Harry Hawkins with the interception. Dream looked to counterattack on that far hand side, coming inside into the midfield. Switches it into Ammo. Comes inside, strikes. Good strike there from Ammo. Equally good save from the keeper, as well not to bobble it. Get straight out to that. Substitutions. Yes, number 14's come off. Slavov. Do some tidying up in the midfield for this Dream side. He's gonna nip it over to Ammo on this left-hand side. Takes on one man, cuts back. He's got Filerman. Filerman plays the ball in, back post. Esperion defending very resolutely. Very respectable to keep this 1-0 so far, albeit the several offsides goals, but they were offside, still only 1-0 here. Laculia back into his fullback. The big switch into Ammo. Ammo cuts inside, as he's done many a times tonight. Benavidez into Hawkins. Ganoa. Esperion doesn't fall for the dummy there. Going for the big switch after picking up possession. That's going to go right out of play. But they know what they have to do. They have to hit very quickly once they do get possession. They're not going to beat Virginia Dream. Mano a mano. Set on defense. You know, you're going to have to hit them when they're not all fully together in that back line on the counter. Hawkins. Ganoa. Another good interception there by Esperion, picking the ball up. Gonna look to counter here, Soria. Great challenge there by Ammo coming back to help his defenders out. Benavidez just gonna play it out. This is the VSSL Division 1. Fullback driving inside. Laculia comes deep to receive. Akinkoye's got options. Hawkins on that left foot of his. I think the ball must have went out of play there for Ammo. Throw in here for Esperion. Dream looked to win it back quick. I believe that looked a foul to me, but referee says play on. Dream looked to counterattack here after winning that back quickly. Akinkoye. Ball in for Ammo. Will he strike? Goes down the line. Into the box. It's blocked there. Blocked there very well by the Esperion defense. Are these players getting paid? I'm not too aware of the pay. Is Akinkoye playing? Akinkoye is playing. I believe he's on the corner there. Seem too good not to. I agree. If they're not getting paid. Akinkoye. Ball in. Almost scores an Olympico. Keeper with a good save there from the corner. Akinkoye almost catches him out on that far post. This match has betting platforms. Good to know. I wouldn't have known that. Benavidez, or so I believe that's Benavidez in that back line there. Ganoa. Filerman with that left foot, looking for the switch again. It's knotted out once again by Esperion. They've done that many a times tonight with those long balls for Virginia Dream. When is the Not too sure when that is. Might be like April 2nd, early April, and they're playing USL side Loudoun County, Loudoun City. I don't know what their exact name is, but it's Loudoun something. So another USL side, which they played a USL side in the Richmond Kickers. Counterattack here for Esperion. Get back to the match. Soria's going to be dispossessed there. Ganoa back into Mike Akinkoye. Drives out of that. Trying to link up out of that, but Esperion are going to pick that right back up. Soria. Ball's down this right-hand side for Esperion. Played it into the box here. Max Hernandez. A little scary there for Virginia Dream, but they've got it back out into this midfield area, but Esperion still have possession. Ball into the box. Strikes. Oh my! Off the post there. Dream are gonna pick up possession. Apparently not. No, they've dribbled that out of play there. But oh my word! After that volley there, I thought that was going well wide. Esperion for the throw. They're gonna kick it right out of play. Thank you for the fix there. Loudoun United. I didn't say United. Looked like a foul there for Esperion. Play will go on for Dream on this counterattack. Ammo, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He chips him, and that's a beautiful goal there to make it 2-0 for Ammo. A little bit contentious with Esperion thinking they had that foul call there, but Virginia Dream played to the whistle. Get the counterattack. Mike Akinkoye plays a beautiful ball in for Ammo there, and he makes it 2-0 on the night. Said early April. Without needing to play anything like they did. I believe it's early April. Do not quote me exactly. Virginia Dream take it right off the kickoff. Esperion caught napping. Ammo dangerous as ever. Benavidez. Big touch there. Esperion looked to pick that up. It's going to make its way back into the Virginia Dream center backs in Ganoa and Hawkins. Akinkoye is just going to play that first time. He's almost hit that perfectly to Filerman. Sorry, I had to answer a phone call. What did I miss? How did they score? It was a beautiful ball in from Mike Akinkoye to Ammo on that left-hand side, number 7. And one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he chipped him to the far post. Filerman, Benavidez, good driving here. He's taking a couple men on, plays it into Ammo. Ammo with the ball into the box. Great take there by the goalkeeper. Commanded his area, but he will play that directly out of play, but still does not diminish that great take he had just in the box there. Ganoa into Hawkins. Hawkins. Good switch, right on the money. A little bit of miscommunication with Slavov on that far end there. It's going to trickle its way out of play for Esperion. So we wind down this first half at about the 40th minute. Esperion can feel quite respectable about what they've done tonight. You know, it could have been a couple more so far for Dream. A couple offsides goals, but Esperion have definitely held their own against a side who's just played a professional side in the Richmond Kickers and beat them quite convincingly. What's the left winger's name? I assume for Dream. Don't have his first name. His last name's Ammo. Esperion working down that left-hand side. Ganoa's going to clear that. Esperion pick it right back up, though. Switch the play here. Ball's going to make its way out into Filerman on the counterattack for Virginia Dream. Laculia picks it up. Great challenge there by number 18. I should get his name. Oh, so I was correct off the bat. All right, it was April 2nd. Throw in by Laculia. Ammo's going to pick that up into Harry Hawkins. Hawkins into his center back partnership, Ganoa. Down that right-hand side. He's got options. Plays into Slavov. Beats his man to the ball, but not full possession there. It's going to trickle its way out for Virginia Dream. Long throw into the box. Laculia with the chest down. Ends up being cleared by the Esperion defender there. Good clearance. Ganoa's going to pick that back up. Left winger plays like Rafael Leao. Yeah, just not as big as Leao. Leao's kind of big guy, but yes, pacey, quite athletic, you know, direct. You know, always wanting to take his man on. Very positive dribbler. Slavov. Hawkins. Esperion just letting Dream have a good couple of steps of space there with the ball, and Dreamer using it right now, linking down the right-hand side into the box. Good interception there for Esperion. They're looking to clear their lines. Dream just pick it right back up. Ganoa. There's going to be a foul there for Esperion right before the 50-yard line. Yes, you should learn 18's name. Who is 18? Oh, the center back. Yeah, he is quite good. Let's see. He is Danny. Ball in for Esperion. Chested down for Soria. He's cut in again. Just ran out of space there. It's a great play there by Soria. Filerman. It's deflected there by Esperion. They're going to steal possession here in Virginia Dream's final third. Good switch there. Just out of play for Esperion. Let's find number 18's name. Oh, corner. That was goal kick. Hawkins. Esperion picks that right up. Top of the 18, he tries to turn. Snuffed out by the Virginia Dream back line. They're going to play it deep just to get a few seconds. Hold their breath there. Good turn there. Drives. Dispossessed. Slavov. Good touch there. Filerman on this near side. Ammo back into Filerman. Filerman looked to sneak that in, but it's going to be intercepted again. And that will be halftime. 2-0 for Virginia Dream. It's been very heavily contested by Esperion. Very respectable to keep it 2-0 so far. They've had a couple of chances themselves. Virginia Dream with a couple of offsides goals. Thank you everybody for tuning in so far. Number 18's name is Danny Ferrafino. He's had a fantastic match. So thank you for whomever's told me to call him out. It's like you're sitting behind me. Well, I'll try to be respectful, sitting behind you and whispering. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This will be going to a halftime. Everybody tune in for the second half in about 15-20 minutes. And thank you very much. Hello everybody, welcome back in. We're about to set back up for this second half. And, yeah, I hope that's not the coach's name, because I have number 18 down as Danny Ferrafino. So, you know, it's okay. We get mix-ups, but number 18's having a great game so far. And we're about to start back up here. Again, like I said, this second half of week 2 of the VSSL spring season. Esperion losing their first matchup against North Stars. Narrow 1-0 loss. They fought hard. And then Virginia Dream coming off that U.S. Open Cup win against the Richmond Kickers. Looking to continue more upsets in the second round. April 2nd against Loudoun United. I believe number 10 is Jason Ferrafino. Well, there's Jason, there's Danny. Is there 2 Ferrafinos? Let's see. Well, we're going to start right back up here. Esperion looked to go long off the restart. Akinkoye, active as ever, is going to pick that up. Filerman into his goalkeeper. Hawkins. Akinkoye is going to pick that up. Look to turn. No options. Back into Hawkins. Benavidez. They're brothers. Oh, good to know. There's 2 Ferrafinos. Jareem calling for a foul here on this close side. Did look like it was a little bit of a bang-bang call, you know. I think they were both just running there. Got caught together in the run. Nothing malicious. Good to know there's Danny and Jason. Good ball in from the Esperion keeper. Trickles its way back to Dream. Esperion pick it right back up though. Number 8 on the turn, ball in. Out to this left-hand side. Virginia Dream right back. Snuffs that out quite easily, but a little bit of a scare to start this second half for Dream. Ammo with a little bit of skill, scooping that back into his fullback. Filerman, big switch. It's going to make its way back into the Esperion goalkeeper there. Good touch on for number 2. Lorenzo Herrera is going to hold that up. It's Adam Abdelouhi down this right back side for Virginia Dream. Hawkins contested there on the ball. He's asking for a foul. Nothing's going to be called there on Luis Soria. They look to spring out of the press. What's his name again? Slavov. Slavov's had an incredible game in the midfield. He's coming deep to receive, breaking the lines, breaking that first line of pressure. Always turning, always driving, looking for balls in behind. Haven't really seen him play much or know all that much about him, but he's had a great match so far. Ganua looks to play a ball in behind for the man Slavov I speak of, but number 3. Well, now I don't know if these numbers are correct, so might just start saying names. Caught a little behind there. Esperion's keeper just taking up that time. Plays an errant ball out. It's good. Good that it went out of play almost because Ammo was in the distance to pick that up. Adam Abdullahi. Good ball into Slavov. It's going to be a foul there. Haven't seen many cards tonight. Don't think that warranted it, but just go with the flow, Josh. Thank you, Peter. Peter's always a very positive individual. It's always a great trait. Positivity. Akinkoye trying to get the keeper off. And that looks like it's going to count. That's 3-0 for Virginia Dream. Caught the Esperion back line. Caught the wall, caught the keeper, caught everybody sleeping. Seems like just Akinkoye was switched on there to make that 3-0. Speaking of positivity, fantastic goal there for Akinkoye. Keeping in the goal scoring form after that U.S. Open Cup goal. Esperion with the restart. Luis Soria is going to pick that up on the far side. Good step in there for the Dream defender. Slavov's going to continue his run though. Good touchdown. Intercepted there by Esperion. Dream pick it right back up though. That high press. Slavov. I believe that's Mike Akinkoye, the goal scorer. He strikes it again. Not as much as an issue for the goalkeeper this time. A bit of a bobble there, but did not end up in the back of the net. He's going to go long. Looks for the flick on after the long ball. Doesn't end up with a red shirt. It's going to make its way back to the Virginia Dream. Goalkeeper here, Lorenzo Herrera. That looks like they might have had a goalkeeper switch. Kind of looks like a different guy, but Slavov turns in the midfield. He's been doing this all night. Ball in for Ammo. Can he keep it in? Just beyond him. He doesn't have to wait for the whistle. I'm on it. There might have been a whistle there. I don't think I heard a whistle, but I think you really just have to get the nod from the ref that he's ready, but I assume that would also be the whistle. So, little in the unknown there, but Esperion's going to reset for the goal kick here. It's coming right for me. Benavidez back into Abdullahi. Benavidez, who's had a nice tidy game in the midfield as well. Ammo looks like he's switched wings to this right-hand side, playing on that left wing. The first half caused a lot of issues. Hawkins into Slavov. Been a great recipient in the midfield tonight. Ganua. Slavov again turns, plays into his striker, Laculia. A little bit of messy play in the midfield there, and Akinkoye is brought back on a foul. Esperion a little upset they weren't allowed with the quick restart there. A little weird, you have to wait all this time for a free kick in the middle of the field, but not a goal-scoring free kick. Maybe I think I'm a little ignorant to the rules and whatever the rules may have been on that last goal. But Esperion look to penetrate this Dream back line. They're going to go back into their center backs. Dream picked that up. Ammo driving. It's a 3-on-3. Dream on this left-hand side. Goes on the inside. Thought he striked that there. Back into Akinkoye. Filerman. Drives into the box. Nobody's home. Adam Abdullahi strikes though. A little too far on that opposite post to his. Yeah, must have just missed that whistle, just like everybody else. Gio would never question the integrity of any refereeing or anything. Just my ADHD struggling to keep up with filming, talking, and hearing. But another goal kick for Esperion after that good chance for Adam Abdullahi. A couple substitutions for Esperion. It's like that number 18 who we can't exactly track that name down. He's had a good game. He's come out. And number 8 in the midfield's also come out. Ball in though. Good touch for Benavidez. Laculia picks that up. Laculia looks to strike. Not into this goal. Made it into that further goal. Good win in the midfield there by Benavidez. Good ball in. Laculia has had a couple chances tonight. Dreamer just picking everything up on those first and second balls. Slavov. Laculia turns his man, strikes. Great save by the keeper. Esperion look to get out of their own defensive third here. Right into a Slavov. Left winger strikes. Fantastic goal, taken on the inside of his man, striking into that near post. And let's see if I can get a name down for this man, the goal scorer of goal number 4 for Virginia Dream here. This gentleman, orange cleats. Oh, let's just give you 4-0. Esperion off the restart. 4-0 here. It's gone a little awry in this second half, given how strong and resilient they were defensively in that first half. But I think it speaks to more of the talent of this Virginia Dream side than the detriment of Esperion and their talent. Slavov once again in the midfield. He's must have had 100+ touches tonight. Benavidez out wide into Filerman. Harry Hawkins. Abdullahi into Ammo. Good drive there. Number 16, Leo T. Is that what it is? Number 16. Ball in. Esperion, good pickup there off of Filerman, but Dream win it right back. Slavov into Laculia. Laculia turns and strikes. Good deflection there by the Esperion defender. Let's see, number 16, is that Leo? Throw into Slavov. He's looking for it there. He's not going to get the call. Good strength by the Esperion defender. Ganu is going to pick this up, though, off the long ball. Great pass into Laculia. Laculia back into Slavov. They link back up once again. Laculia doesn't have the angle. He's going to hold it up for a second. He's going to see if he can turn his man here on the box. He does. Holds it up once again. He's going to go back into Elijah Amo. Elijah Amo picks it up once again. Into Ganua. Harry Hawkins. Benavidez. Ganua. Dream just keeping possession. Commentators curse as I say that they lose it. Ball still in play here. Makes its way all the way to the Virginia Dream keeper after that Esperion tackle. Slavov. Benavidez. Goes for the switch. Good interception by Esperion, but it's going to drop to Laculia. Laculia played in down that left-hand side. Good strength. Tiptoeing. Plays it in. Another good interception there by the Esperion defense. But Dream still with possession. Adaluhi. Esperion fighting there. Good fight there to make Dream restart that attack there. Ball in. It's going to make its way all the way back into the Esperion keeper there. Esperion lose possession once again, trying to get out their back line. But Luis Soria is going to do a lot of good work. A lot of good work defending from the front line there, getting all the way back, but he plays that right out of play. Couple substitutions for Dream. Looks like Harry Hawkins and Adam Abdelouhi are coming out. And believe that's Murdaugh coming in at right back for Abdelouhi. Ball back in for Dream. Only about half an hour left to play for both these sides. It's gonna be Filerman on that free kick. Leo Torres is that left winger for Dream. Dream on the free kick. About the 30-40 yard line. Great ball in. Just off of the head. Just off the head of 24 there. Has Esperion ever played Dream? I don't believe so. My knowledge of Esperion is that they've come from the APL, WPL scene, and I don't believe Dream have ever played in the WPL or APL. So this should be their first matchup, at least to the best of my knowledge. Akinkoye with the corner here, plays it quite direct. Doesn't beat the first man. Ball looks to be played back in there, but Esperion with a good interception there. Still with Virginia Dream here, though. How does one become a Spanish commentator? They speak Spanish and commentate. Murdaugh, the throw in. Back into Ganua. Benavidez, the big touch there, but he's able to keep it. Esperion looking to get out all this pressure in the midfield. Dream picked that right back up. Filerman into the midfield. He's going to go out wide. Good driving there. Going to cut back. Think how he gets hired. If we get a Telemundo channel. Ganua. Filerman. Great tiptoeing from Akinkoye. Back into Filerman. Can't get it off those two. Filerman again. And their luck had to run out at some point. Esperion looks to regain some possession here. Ball in for Esperion. Looking to cut in there, but Murdoch knocks that out of play. Just to give some of his midfielders and defenders a couple seconds to get back here. Oh, went all the way out for a corner. Thought we were on a throw on this near side, but going to be a corner for Esperion, number 2. Into right in the area. It's cleared a little hastily by Dream. Esperion with the ball back in. Drops to number 22, top of the box. He strikes. Ganoa with a good interception there, or good block. Slavov fights for it. Still not cleared for Dream, and Esperion have their hands in their heads. Their heads in their hands. Mixed that up. Their heads in their hands after that foul call. They were putting a lot of pressure on the Virginia Dream back line. Benavidez slotting into this right back spot for this Dream side. Into Ganoa. Keeper's under a little pressure, plays that errantly. Esperion here to pick that up. Number 17 sizes his options. He's got his left winger here. Just going to hold possession up here. Into the midfield, good turn. Plays in and again. Strike there. Esperion bench really didn't like that challenge on the strike there from Mike Akinkoye. I believe that was Louis Soria trying to get a shot off there from about 20 yards out. Doesn't look like there's going to be any cards for anybody. But it will be a free kick there. The left footer steps up for Esperion. Only a 3-man wall for Virginia Dream. Ball in. Good get down for the Virginia Dream keeper, getting down to his near side. Believe that was going off target anyways, but he had it covered. Esperion again. Good strike there. Keeping the pressure on for Dream. They're fighting in these last 25 minutes or so. Slavov tries to get out, and he's moshed by. Oh, it's not a terrible foul, but it's definitely still a foul. I can see Slavov's argument he had there, saying he got ball, but it was just a little aggressive there, getting him from behind. Esperion once again back in. Trying to link up down this left-hand side. It's just going to go out for a throw-in. In and about that corner flag area. Got another couple substitutions coming in for, looks like, don't know if Ammo already came out there, but definitely a substitution for Esperion. Ball in. Looks to turn Max Hernandez. surrounded by black jerseys, and that's going to trickle out of play for Dream. Look to see out this week 2 VSSL matchup. Keep that goal difference high. It's going to be a tight race at the top this year with Los Toros, who just beat Yins United in an APL matchup. Ball back in for Dream. Noah Murdaugh. Into Shepard Lewis. Ball in for Dream. It doesn't beat the first man, and Dreamer got to let that go out for a corner kick there. Looking to make it 5-0. Just about 20 minutes left. Ball in for Akinkoye. Back post. Well defended by Esperion. Good take by the keeper. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's true. I think Toros are a very well-run team and program, and having just met their coach, spoke to him a couple times. Very smart man. The counterattack here, as I cut myself off, it's definitely a foul on the number 6 defender there for Esperion. He held the Virginia Dream attacker back there. It's got to be at least a yellow, which I see the refs now giving. But back to Los Toros, yeah, just a very well-ran program there with Coach Dave. The team works incredibly hard. They seem to have a lot of talent this year, especially from that APL match I've seen. And yeah, hopefully they can give Dream a good run for their money this VSSL season. Obviously be very historic seeing Dream win a 5th in a row, but you do want some challengers. I believe Mr. Noah Walker is the founder. Akinkoye and Filerman over this free kick. Akinkoye strikes. He didn't get enough dip there. Good positioning that was hit. It's a good idea, just not enough dip on that ball there. Yeah, Mr. Noah Walker is the founder, CEO, everything of the DMV Sports Media, VSSL, MSSL. The man's got his hands in a lot of pots. Ball in for Esperion. A little bit of shanked there. It's going to drop to Shepard Lewis. Slavov trying to stay onside. Shepard Lewis driving down this right-hand side, taking his man on, and he keeps going. Goes on again, Slavov. Ball headed, I don't know if that was just off the line or right about the line, but ball headed right out of the goal line area for Esperion there. Filerman picks it up. Gonna play that on the opposite side. It's gonna be a foul there for Dream. Another free kick opportunity. Looking to see Filerman over the ball with this. Yes, Mr. Noah Walker is a little bit under the weather. Ball back in for Dream, strikes. It's a good idea there by the substitute. It looked like that was always going to be rising there. But good idea. Good quick strike. But yes, Mr. Noah Walker a little under the weather. And giving me some reps, Ball in for Esperion. Good turn and driving in the midfield from foul pulled back for the side in red. Believe could have had simulation there, but just to be safe, ref called that back, I believe, just to keep possession with Esperion. Trying to link down that right-hand side. Just going to be played out of the park there into Luis Soria. Good turn and drive. He takes another man on. Slavov lets it go by into Noah Murdaugh. They've got options on this counter. Noah Murdaugh with the switch now. Looking to that far hand side. Takes his man on. Into Slavov. Slavov cuts. And just wide. Would have been a fantastic job. Fantastic goal there by Virginia Dream. Esperion looking to go short. Almost beating that first line of press there. And they're indirectly going to beat it by getting that free kick. Luis Soria going long. Good win there by the Virginia Dream defender, but it's going to drop out into Esperion. Ball down this left-hand side. Tries to get a little cute and flick that on, but doesn't get any, if not the exact contact on it that he wanted. Dream restart. A little bit of a pinball game right now. Soria drops to his fellow attacker there. It's just too many Virginia Dream bodies in this back line. Demetrius Shepard turns in. Into Slavov. Plays a good ball into his center back. He's got a lot of time and space into Filerman. Filerman's tracked down there by Soria, who's done a lot of good running off the ball. Good defensive work for Esperion tonight. Esperion just lose possession once again. Slavov gets that ball out into the left-hand side for Dream. Akinkoye, Benavidez, Murdaugh. Ball down this right-hand side. Shepard Lewis links up with Murdaugh once again. She's going to hold it up for a moment. He's got Shepard Lewis once again. He's going to assess his options. He's going to try to split the defense there. It's a good challenge by number 2. He's held his own down this left-hand side. Esperion just trying to navigate out of their final third. It's not as much as a heavy, aggressive press that Dream has had. Akinkoye gets to that turn. Shepard Lewis into Akinkoye. Akinkoye is just a conduit of possession at this point. Esperion picks that right up off him though. But Benavidez gets that right back for Dream. Ganoa, Benavidez. Nobody can keep possession. Esperion back to Dream. Nobody wants the ball. He's full two-hand pushed on Noah Murdaugh there, getting a little aggressive out here. I think the ref's just trying to play some makeup calls there, but it's hard to keep up with all the fouling at this point. Not all the fouling, but good amount of fouling. Ball in behind. He has options. Well defended by number 25 for Esperion. Filerman. Good link up down that left-hand side for Dream. Dispossessed. Just getting into the 18. But they're going to play an errant pass, and Dream are going to pick that right back up. Akinkoya in the midfield. Into Ganoa. Ganoa, who I've said a couple times, but had a fantastic match in that U.S. Open Cup game against the Richmond Kickers. Really held his own. Ball in behind for Filerman. Into the box for... I couldn't even get that out. That's a fantastic goal. Fantastic link up there on the left-hand side. That will be 5-0 for Virginia Dream right now. And I'm blanking on his name. I've said his name 100 times tonight. Slavov. 5-0 to Virginia Dream, and Slavov there looks to cap off this VSSL Week 2 matchup between Dream and Esperion. Esperion hopefully just looking to get one or two back here. Save the goal difference a little bit. Keep your head high. Albeit still a very respectful, strong performance from Esperion, having never played Virginia Dream before. A very, very talented, strong organization, as everybody knows. Esperion have definitely held their own, have had chances, kept it to, not a terrible scoreline given the circumstances. They're going to win it back into the midfield. Soria plays it in. Esperion attacker's got options. Plays it in. Number 11's it's just snuffed out there, but Esperion still have it in the box here. Back post. Ball back into the box. It's going to be cleared there by Benavidez. Esperion still with the ball here. It's going to be a free kick for Esperion. Definitely a little shaky there for Virginia Dream in the back line there. Almost conceding. Looks like Max Hernandez standing over this free kick. Number 10 for Esperion. Strikes. Just a couple bounces there before the keeper. Not enough pace on that to beat the keeper. Ganoa off the restart into Murdaugh. Those two will be starting that Loudoun United match together. Benavidez. Akinkoye. Filerman, that left foot of his, plays a beautiful ball down this left-hand side. The Esperion defense is just going to pick that right back up, though. A foul in the midfield for Esperion. Quick restart. Good turn there by the number 6 for Esperion. Snuffed out. Akinkoye, who's linked up incredibly in the midfield end with his fullback, Jimmy Filerman on that left-hand side. Noah Murdaugh. Is that Filerman who's gotten all the way up here? Ganoa. Filerman. They're just prodding, keeping possession right now. Filerman in the midfield, playing a ball in behind. Holds his man off, strikes. And that's 6-0 for Virginia Dream. Can't say it necessarily came out of nowhere, but Filerman sneaking his way into midfield there to play that ball in behind. And a fantastic finish there for the substitute. How was 5-0? Not a terrible game. Just the sheer quality of the Dream side. You know, they have a lot of guys who played Division I college soccer. A couple guys who've played in and around the pro scenes. A lot of guys who could very easily play in and around the pro scenes. They have a lot of depth. Esperion's new to the league. I don't have much else information for him, but yeah, the first half was a very respectable performance. I think it's definitely let out a little bit here in the second half. Heads tend to drop as the score gets run up a little bit, but I think that's not showing the exact quality of Esperion. You know, I don't think this is exactly a 6-0 match. But that being said, just not a terrible result. A little crazy to say with it being 6-0, but Virginia Dream just a very good side with a lot of good players. Oh, number 6 is Max Hernandez. Thank you. Wonder who number 10 is. Did Dream put in Joe Rice? I believe you would probably know better than me, Gio. Honestly, I do know that name, Joe Rice, but I'm not too sure of the couple of subs that have been made here in the second half. Ball in behind for Shepard Lewis. He plays it into the box. Good defending there by Esperion to get the interception in and not potentially get an own goal there. Safely played into the midfield, and they're going to retain possession. Coming down to our last couple of minutes here for these two sides in the VSSL. Soria, the good little passage there, but asked a little too much of himself, and he gets picked off by Dream. But Esperion have this once again in the back line. Shepard's very strong individual. He's going to win that. Surprised he didn't make it through that second challenge.